Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully this will be on YouTube sometime soon as well. This is Heroes of the Storm. It's the Blizzard MOBA. I've been playing it for a few days now. I'm level 21 or whatever. We actually just had a double XP weekend for Martin Luther King weekend or whatever. So that was cool. I got a lot of levels for that. I got to level 6 here with Zagara. So I should probably go over the champion pool just real quick as like kind of a boilerplate explanation. There's like a bunch of different characters from the Blizzard games, you know, all the different franchises and stuff. You know, they have room to add a couple more. And there's a free week rotation. I bought Arthas because I like the classification, and I should probably go into that. There's warrior, assassin, supports, and specialist. There's like four like kind of archetypes of the game. There's like melee and ranged supports. There's a melee support. There's a ranged support. You know, that sort of thing. There's ranged assassins. There's melee assassins, and it really just kind of defines their role as well as like their kit overall. I'm gonna play Zagara, the ranged specialist. She is obviously she's a Zerg character. I never played really like StarCraft that much, so I don't know if this is like a main character or if this is like just whatever, just a nobody or just like a made-up character. But hopefully we'll get into a game here pretty quick. The matchmaking's pretty good. Can't say the same for my teammates. Alright, so this is the new map, and you can see here on the splash screens they have a number of like player characters. I like these little Easter eggs that they put in here. Like there's Brightwing, the fairy dragon, Jaina Pradmore, there's Thrall. Here's the 3 Vikings from one of Blizzard's really early games, and I think that's kind of a hint that they're going to release this character later on. And here's Stitches, he's kind of like the Abomination Blitzcrank Pudge copy guy, but he's got some interesting moves as well. It's funny that I say Blitzcrank Pudge copy when it was like Dota was a Warcraft 3 mod that inspired all of those games. So I guess they're all Stitches copies. And of course there's Nasus. Okay, well, let's get into it. So I will say that I don't think this game is very well optimized, and I probably am going to drop a lot of frames. And it happens regardless of my my video quality or my graphics quality or anything like that. So I figured I'd just play in a good quality, so at least it looks good when I'm dropping, you know, a shitload of frames and lagging out in the leads and fights.
The temple opens.
It could be my fault. It could be Blizzard's. I haven't been able to figure out what causes it, but yeah.
5, 4, 3.
So the game's about to start, and I'm just gonna play. But as I play, I'm gonna try and explain what's going on. As far as like where people go and what lanes they go in, it really does depend on the map, and there's a lot of different maps. This map is more about controlling objectives and playing with your team. Yeah, God, it gets really bad in team fights. But I'm gonna play with my team here and hopefully make a play for this watchtower. Now, watchtowers, as soon as we capture it, you can see what happens with it. Got him. I'm gonna die as well. Yeah, God, it drops a lot of frames when I'm streaming. It looks really bad, but it's really not that bad, I promise. Respawn timers in the beginning are pretty forgiving.
The conquest begins.
But yeah, so talents. Doesn't really matter if I take my level 1 talent or not, but the next level I should probably have a couple. So this character's passive is I can drop a creep tumor that is, it's a friendly unit and it also generates creep, which I move faster, my summons move faster, and I regenerate health faster on the creep. So, you know, it's good to lay that down. You have a lot of stacks of it. It feels good.
Through the temples.
This talent up here is available. Now, being a ranged specialist, I don't really do that much damage yet. But, depending on how far my team can get ahead, and if they stop fucking feeding, you know, then I can start doing some real damage. Oh my god, how did I kill that? Oh no, Tyrion's gonna kill me. He blows up when he dies.
Always right.
Okay, so I got my level 4 talent, which is more important. The level 1 talent, it's kind of like Runes and Masteries put together from League of Legends. But you basically just decide which role your individual character will play each game. So, like, for example, you could have, like, oh, I'm going to split push a lot. I'll have, like, tanky ass, you know, summons and creeps and stuff.
Enemy slain.
Or you can decide to be like, oh, I'm going to split push a lot. So I'm going to get, like, empower my auto attack so that they destroy structures better.
But it will return again.
You can say, oh, I'm going to play the sustain game. I'm going to get increased regen on creep. So that I can have sustain in lane and last a long time and really defend this area. I mean, this is all just with the level 1 talent. The level 4 talent's the one I didn't get.
Someone's been practicing.
Increases my auto attack range and adds a little poison as well, which, you know, makes my dick rock hard. You can see that the creep tumors, they grant vision in bushes. So Zagara, if you're paying attention, is a really safe range specialist. A lot of health regen, a lot of, you know, mobility on her creep, and a lot of pushing power. But she still does good damage. Now, I definitely want to play safe as I possibly can because I'm not a powerful character up when someone's hitting my face. So let's see, I've been just kind of talking. I wanted to
Head to a healing fountain,
pick
quick.
a certain talent there. So, what else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, so you get your ultimate ability, Rogue, at level 10.
Grows within the temple.
And you get a choice of 2, and then you can upgrade it again at level 20.
My glory.
I should also say that levels and experience are shared for the whole team.
The conquest begins.
And yeah, so it's really important that you play with your team and work with your team's strengths and try to compromise with your team's weaknesses to get as much experience as you can, quickly as you can. And that also ties into how team fights are played as well, because you don't want to lose team fights, because then the enemy will get a huge advantage over you.
Double.
Like, it doesn't matter if you've been dominating someone in lane, because if you lose a team fight, then the whole team gets experience and levels and all that stuff. So
Killing spree. I hope.
I should also mention that there's a mount version in this game.
You have stolen enough of my
So my little mount is
temple's
just
power.
kind of a unique thing. It's flying fast.
More
Usually people have like
heroes.
horses, kodos, or whatever, which is fun. So let's see, what should I talk about next? I mean, this map is kind of interesting. There are 3 temples, Crocodile, Snake, and Jackal, on the map. And when your team has them under your control, which is, you know, you have a teammate standing in the temple itself, this little circle, then it shoots giant fucking death lasers at your enemies. And that guy's not paying attention, so he's gonna die.
Decent.
loss here, because when we capture it, it's on our side, and it fucking becomes this horrible, just horrifying, scarab tank monster. It's disgusting. But it's super powerful, super tanky, and it takes no damage. It does a billion damage to does a billion damage to structures, and it's completely autonomous. It's an AI.
Someone's been practicing.
But
We should capture this mercenary
basically all it does is just attack the enemy structures. And it's a really big problem that the enemy team has to deal with. So capturing these mercenary camps is really important to help push objectives down, push down buildings. Instead of just amassing your creep in a giant wave, you generally want to move with your team, capture mercenary camps, and play objectives together.
Agreed.
My magic flows through the temples. Guardians, do not let these mortals approach them.
That's my ult there, and it just kind of swallows up enemies for a second. But I'm gonna die anyway.
That's the end of your
God, this game is just really not doing well. I'm gonna take it down a few notches. I'm gonna take it down to all low, so it's gonna look like complete shit. So that's good. But maybe I'll get some more frames out of it. Okay, the server's ahead, which is what happens when you DC.
A pity.
But that's
The
fine.
hero came back.
This looks a little better as far as frame rate, but it's a lot worse as far as graphics. But this is the all low. What are you gonna do? Get in here and play with my fam.
Temple's magic subsides. Find something else to
This
fight.
material really does like killing me.
Was a kill. Double kill.
Got him.
Quest
It's like I can actually see.
Fall before the
Okay.
storm.
I think you could use a
Good.
healing fountain.
Okay, so I'm just kind of all over the place as far as how I'm describing the game and what's happening, because I don't know, I'm just kind of going with the flow.
We move.
Let's see, as far as this individual character's moves are concerned, I have my Q, which is summon banelings. These little guys that roll and explode either when they reach the end of their travel distance or when they hit something. Now Rainer's going to die right there because he's a scrub, and I'm going to run to my team because I'm afraid for my life. Did you guys see that? It was like a carpet or some shit. I'm not paying attention very much to what's going on with my team. Man, this Tyrael is really disrespectful.
Double kill.
He's like, I can solo all three of you.
Had no hope.